Okay, cool. So Vaishnavi, where were we? So
Yeah.
scores, right? So
Yeah.
yeah, do you see a problem with this?
Invalid syntax is there, but
Yeah,
I
look at
didn't get.
this. It is telling you on your on right on your face that something is happening here.
Yeah, maybe.
Here, here.
Oh, yeah, I'm not getting the word to say.
But you can
What is
show
it?
me in with your hands how, like, you can symbol, show me the symbol.
Yeah, dots, two dots, maybe.
It's called colon. Okay,
Yeah, I forget the words.
colon. It's,
Colon, yeah.
remember the two O's indicate two dots or something like that.
Yeah,
Remember?
yeah,
Okay, so this is cool, right? So let's see if this works.
yeah.
164. So this is working amazing. But earlier you were
Yes.
saying something like this, which is terrible because it will print score, score, score.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay, so this is good.
yeah,
So what it is trying to say is for each score it is doing print.
yeah.
Or if there was something like for each score, go your
Sorry, bro, for interrupting. I had a doubt.
yes.
Bro, for score in scores, means score is not at means declared, right?
No, yeah. So what it is, let's not think about C++ at all.
Yes.
Forget all your C. Just think about Python. What it is trying to say is, at first score is here as an arrow.
Yeah,
The score
yeah,
is here for each score in scores. It's as saying, right? For every
yeah,
score in scores, do this, and then go tell your mom. All right?
yeah,
So it's like it's here, then it will be here, then it will be here. Don't
yeah.
worry about any C, C++ we know. Is that clear? This is clear, right?
Yes.
Is that
Yes,
clear,
bro.
Vinny?
Yes, bro.
But it says go tell your mom is not defined. That is to
Yeah,
tell your mom itself. Let's comment this for now, okay? Let's
yeah,
comment this for. So it prints
huh.
score. So what did we do? What did we want to do? We wanted to do this, right? This block.
Yes, yeah.
Do you see any problem, Vaishnavi or Vineet? Do you guys? Vaishnavi is more important.
Yeah. No, bro, I can't. I don't think so. There's any no, like mistake.
Are you sure? Okay, we'll run this. It said this is not too bad, but I think it was supposed to say for everything, right?
Yeah, maybe it took only his last value
Why?
because it's a job.
Bro, I think tab is missing.
Hmm? No, wait.
I,
Vineet, let her figure it out.
okay, sorry.
Right.
If good, excellent. It's not too bad. Greater than maybe it
Why?
took like only last value.
Yeah,
Only your first
why?
if score is greater than 100 because all the values are not greater than 100 90.
Ah, really? This is not greater than 90 to you, this one?
No, yeah, there is like I'm not getting it, bro. Please
No, you
tell.
don't. I don't. You have to have this attitude. I will figure it out. Okay, look at this. Look at it. Look at it.
Yeah,
Okay, I'll give you a clue.
yeah,
Would this work? Like, do you see what I mean? Like, okay, maybe I'll make it simpler here. So this is a block, right? So for score,
yeah,
not only print the score, but also run this
yeah,
condition, like check for this, right? But
yeah,
the moment what we are
yeah,
doing is for each score, only print the score. Like this is what it does is for each score 100, print 100, 2064.1, print 78. The value for score now is 78, and then it does this after this is over.
Yeah.
So do
I
you,
got it.
do you see what I mean?
For
This will
loop.
be here. So
Yeah.
it's more like indentation here, right? See,
Yeah.
like this, like in
Yeah.
this, like this. Imagine a line here. So
Yeah.
it says for each print the score and check if the score is more than 90. Excellent job. If it's more than 65, this is not too bad. If it's otherwise, work hard. Okay.
Yeah. I got it, bro.
Got it? Got 100%?
Yeah.
No doubts?
No.
Okay, good. Okay, good. So
Yeah.
what we can, I think pretty much I wanted to say about,
Hello?
yeah. So, okay. So let me show you three more things, and then we are pretty much, you have learned pretty much all that you need to learn about Python. Okay. It's as simple as
Yeah.
that. You believe it? I mean, at least to begin with.
Yeah.
This is a little weird. Okay. Like, can you imagine, like, for subjects, you'll have to look here. For scores, you'll have to look here. Like, it's two different lists, right? It's a little
Yeah.
weird. It's not really a list, as in, if it were more like fruits, okay, that I understand, like it's a list of fruits. But what I want is more like, let's clean this. What I want to do is I want to say math 100 marks, English 64.5, and then biology 78. This is what I want to do, right? But
Yeah.
do you see one obvious problem with this? One problem.
Sorry?
Do you see a problem with this? An obvious problem? Like, we want to,
Oh.
okay, the problem I see is we don't want to consider them as like containers, like names, right? We wanted it to
Yeah.
be
We
like
want
this. I want to
like
get the name too, and then its corresponding score, right? So I want to do this, right?
yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But at the same time, but this doesn't make sense. Like, what do you mean by string like math equal to, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we will do this. Oops. So this is how the syntax works. Okay.
Okay.
So now,
Bro, here in your maths, there is like equal sign.
no, yeah, sorry. Good job.
Yeah.
See, that's why
Yeah.
you're a student today. So now this is called a dictionary. Okay.
Okay.
It's more like in your dictionary you have the word and then its meaning, right? The word and its associated meaning. The word and its associated meaning. So this is
Yeah.
called a key and its associated value.
Okay.
Key is math and its associated value is 100. Key is English and
Yeah.
its associated value is 64.5.
Yeah.
And so on. Okay. So this
Okay.
goes in places. How does the list go? Can you remember?
Yeah, the brackets, square brackets, right?
Yes. And a dictionary, this is a dictionary. It goes
Yeah.
in curly brackets. So let's not call it dictionary. It's so weird to call it dictionary. Let's call scores.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So scores was like this earlier. And if I were
Yeah.
to print scores,
Hello?
is this. Hello, yeah. So this scores
Yeah.
is the list. Now scores
Yeah.
is, but I'm overwriting it, of course. So
Yeah.
score becomes the dictionary.
Yeah.
So this is what it means.
Okay. We won't get equal sign in the middle, like.
Yeah. Yes. Equal is because it's like a literal. It's called a string in Python. It's a string, right? If it was
Okay.
like without the string, you can use equal. But if it is like this, you can use equal. You'll have to use colon.
Okay. Okay.
So now it becomes slightly different. So let's do the for loop again. Okay, quickly. I'll write quickly the for loop.
Yeah.
Here. So if you were to write the for loop here,
Yeah.
it prints math, biology, English. It doesn't print the 100.
Huh.
Right? So
Yeah.
that is because each thing has two parts. So first my arrow is here, right? Score arrow is here. Next, my score arrow is here. My score arrow is here. I also want to print. So what it is doing is it score as math. That's why math. It doesn't take this part.
Okay.
So if I do subject and then score. Oh, sorry.
But subject is not initialized, right?
No.
Like what?
Yeah, so you're right. It's not initialized. But what for loop does is, okay, so first of all, so what for loop does is it initializes them in time. So now immediately it initializes. This is math as subject and then score as the value. And the reason I did items is what does this score dot, I don't know if it works. Yeah, it can't print. Oh, sorry, scores dot items. It's a little tricky to explain here, but this way it divides it into like this, like a list, like we were going through earlier, like this. You don't have to understand all the details, but it divides them into a list, and then now you can use two arrows. We use two arrows for subject. Arrow. Score.
And scores.
Is the other arrow. Score is the other arrow. And scores dot dot. What is it?
Sorry.
Items.
Score.
Did you see? Okay, wait. Maybe I went through too fast. So scores dot item. So this is scores, right? But scores dot items take this each thing and split them into two.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So maybe I can explain it even more here. So let's say, for example, how can I say? Okay, let's say.
Hello?
Meals, okay? So it's called a tuple. So idli or like breakfast. Breakfast. Idli.
Okay.
20 rupees.
So double. Yeah.
Oh, double is fine. Oh, okay. Let's just stick to double. Yeah. Idli 20 rupees. So breakfast would be idli 20 rupees. But I want all of these. So I am having so this is what is this called? It's called a tuple. Forget it. So it's tuple as in you have the name of the breakfast and its value, just like this.
It's called
tuple.
Hello.
Tuple.
Okay.
Okay.
Tuple. Okay.
So I want to have a list of this, right?
Okay.
So I can make this.
Yeah.
Oops. Dosa. And then this repeats, okay? Basically, I don't want to go through all of this.
Yeah.
So what I'm trying to say is, it's a list of pupils, right? List of this thing.
Yeah.
So this is an alternative way of not like having dictionary. It's the same representation in almost in one sense.
Yeah.
So when you do score.items, it divides a dictionary into a tuple.
Yeah. Okay.
So what I can do then, you can say for
breakfast.
So scores.items, let's do this here.
Yeah.
So I want to do this is subject and this is score. So this
Bro, how come that dicted like space items? How did it come?
Oh, because scores is a list, right?
Yeah.
And so this is like beyond today's scope, like lecture scope. But what you can remember is so I said list, right? List.
Yeah.
So list has different functions. Oops.
Okay.
So I won't explain it now, but list has different things like, so for example, scores, right? That's right.
Yeah.
Scores. So you can tab. Remember, this is a very big clue on Jupyter Notebook. So it says, think. Yeah, so you can press tab. Okay, tab. And then it says the copy, get, items, keys, pop, update, values. So if you do
Okay.
values, for example, okay,
Yeah.
100, 64.5, 78, and so on. And if you do keys, I mean, you don't have to know all this today, math, English, biology, and so on. So in the
Okay.
next class, I will go through some of these, okay? But what
Yeah.
I'm trying to say is, we're just trying to understand this. So this would be my subject, and this would be my score. And then
Yeah.
you print subject and score.
Yeah.
Is that
Yes, bro.
okay? So we'll follow the same thing.
Yeah.
Subject. So what?
Yeah.
What? So this will remain the same thing, right?
Yeah.
Or if I do scores, no, score grade. What would I have to change here?
Sorry, bro.
I change this to grade, subject and
Yeah.
grade. What would I have to, or marks? Mark.
Okay.
What would I have to change here?
Score is there to marks?
Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah.
Okay. If this
Yeah.
is, oh, I think it's taking score from the previous. Okay, so that's why.
Yeah.
That's why it is saying, okay, but it's wrong. Anyway, so marks. Okay, that's clear,
Yeah.
right? 100%
Yeah.
clear.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
That means if we if we don't want to write scores, we can change it to marks or like that words.
yes, exactly. So I can even make it beneath.
Yeah.
Beneath, and now, for example, okay, let's see. How do I restart kernel? Restart kernel. So I'm cleaning everything I've done so far. Okay, so
Okay,
that
bro.
the earlier score is not used here.
Huh.
I don't know if it is restarted now. So for example, now it says course is not defined because I reset the whole thing. Okay, so let me just do, cut all this. So I'll have to rerun this.
Yeah.
So now course is written. So you see 2, right? So I ran this and then I ran this. So it's 1, 2. And then
Yeah.
if this, it says marks is not defined because I changed
Yeah.
this.
This is true.
So now if it's marks, it works. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. I am happy. So we have how much more time? 10 more minutes, or maybe I'll go until 9. So
Yeah.
20 more minutes. So let me quickly go through a few other things. Okay.
Yes, bro.
So just like print is like, someone already has it. Like, I mean, we did not, like, somebody has already defined what print does, right? This
Yes.
function.
Yeah.
So what you can do is you can define your own function. Go tell your mom, or like, Vaishnavi, I don't know, Vaish is. Like when you want to separate words, just put a underscore. Okay, if you do this, it's meaningless.
Yeah.
So let's say Vaish is cool.
Yeah.
But then you see these are not green because they are not defined.
Huh.
So let's define them here. Okay, before this function call, we'll all
Okay.
this first. So how do you define it? So you're saying, go tell your mom is defined like this. Is defined whatever. Okay, like this, and then put a colon and then like same thing, right? That's what we were doing, right? For do whatever go tell your mom is doing, just do this. But see, it's so much harder to write like this, right?
Yeah.
So what we will do is let's remove all this.
Yeah.
And then like define go tell your mom, write everything here. Okay. But sometimes go tell mom can accept a score like sin x, right? So we are defining functions, right? So like we are defining, wait, so we are defining functions, and then functions look like this, right? F of x.
Yeah.
Somebody's killing that dog.
Like my neighbor dog. They
Oh,
have
okay,
like
it's okay.
dog. Yeah, we don't have dogs. That neighbor ka dog.
Okay, neighbor said that. Okay. So it's like f of x, right? Like,
Yeah,
right? So go tell your mom.
yeah,
Can also have what do you call like an argument, right? Like it can also have some square.
yeah,
So what I can do is maybe write score,
yeah,
go to mom score, and then
yeah.
in this, so here also it requires tab because print score,
Mm,
and then so let's say maybe let's move this here.
yeah,
Oops. Let's move all this here. So what you do
yeah,
is you have defined a function called go tell your mom, which
yeah,
takes like f of x sin x and so on like that, right? So for
yeah,
example, from your high school, you remember, let's say square.
yeah,
Square is something which does a plus b,
yeah,
a plus b whole square, right? A
yeah, yeah,
plus b, something like this.
yeah, yeah.
Okay. So similarly, what this function does, it takes score and
Yeah.
then, oh, sorry, what did I do? So I did this, sorry, square of a comma b, do a plus
No.
b,
Yeah. Hello?
take score. Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, it's fine.
It takes score and then do this. But do you see a problem here?
Define like every score it has to tell, right? So don't we need for loop?
No, forget about the for loop. But in this function, do you see a problem?
Marks if yeah. Tell your scores.
So
Scores
this is
is defined.
so this
Yeah,
should
marks score. Everywhere marks. Yeah, yeah.
okay, score. So now this won't be executing anything because we haven't called go tell your mom yet.
Yeah,
So here when you come, go tell your mom, you're right. I mean,
yeah,
of course, we'll have to call this, right? What we are
yeah,
going to do is for each of this marks and subject, we are going to call go tell your mom.
yeah.
Okay, and then Vaishnavi school list. Let's not define it, or maybe we'll define it here. So
Mm.
function is defined. So we were here, right? So this is
Yeah,
go tell your mom, and then we are done with this function. Go to another function. How do you go to the other function? Go start from this line. Def
yeah,
define Vaishnavi is cool. It takes
yeah,
nothing because no argument is needed.
yeah,
Then you can say yo I am cool. Okay, and then maybe okay something like that.
yeah,
So now, of course, it doesn't execute anything because we haven't called it. And then let me uncomment.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
So now what it does is for each of the scores, it
it will go and call.
it calls this, go tell your mom for
Yeah,
each. And then also says why she's school. Okay, maybe we'll
yeah,
do that. Okay.
yeah,
So
yeah,
it says score is not defined because of course this should be marks.
yeah,
Right? It's okay if this is marks and this is score because when you pass it, it will
yeah,
assume these things can be different. Okay, so it will save. What it does is it does something like this: score is equal to marks.
yeah,
Okay, so it's okay
yeah,
here if you have different in function calls. It's okay to have different names.
yeah,
Is 100, 100, 64.5. Welcome. 78. This is not too bad. This is your mom telling. Okay, and then it says, "Yo, I am cool" at age. Like, sorry, the glass symbol, whatever. But then
yeah,
if I were to put this here,
yeah,
did excellent job, yo, I'm cool. Work hard,
yeah,
yo, I'm cool. Okay, let's make it this way.
yeah.
Is that clear?
Bro, like listen, Vaishya school. It's not defining it like directly. It's going on to that. Okay, okay, fine.
You got it?
No, yeah,
Okay.
I got it. I got it. Wait. If it's like this, it at the end it will define. Okay.
yes,
So,
not define for, because it's not inside this block, right?
yeah. At only the
At the end,
outside the for loop.
outside the for loop, exactly.
Yeah.
So now, so go tell your mom why she's cool. That is done. So
Yeah.
this is probably an opportunity for us to discuss some other things, okay? Like some other functions. So go tell your mom. Like, not always you have to. Right? Let's say somebody had already written "go tell your mom" thing for you, just like print.
Yeah.
And you can already use it, right? You can always
Sorry?
use it. So then
Yeah,
you can use that.
Hello?
So wait, I'll tell you what I mean. So for example, let me
Yeah.
think of a function. So let's see, maybe let's say that you want to
Hello?
sleep for 5 seconds. You want your hello. So wait,
Hello?
hello, can you hear me?
Yeah.
So let's say you were in ATM, right? And your ATM, you're depositing your money, but then you want to sleep for 5 seconds, right?
Okay.
There's something defined. ATM withdraw money.
Yeah.
So it takes amount.
Yeah.
I print as this amount.
Yeah.
And then waiting. Okay. So what I want to do is, while it is waiting, I want to sleep.
Yeah.
For 5 seconds.
Okay.
Okay, so that transaction takes place, or maybe a transaction is complete, and then you say transaction complete.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now, let's say ATM withdraw money.
Hmm.
It says sleep is not defined, right? Of course, sleep is not
Yeah.
defined. Function. You see, it's a function.
Yeah.
So what we are supposed to do, we need to define the. You need to write sleep, just like you wrote go tell your mom.
Yeah.
Right earlier. So for example, let's comment this, and it says, okay, it's running it from the history. But earlier, remember, for example, when Vaishnavi's school was not defined, or go tell your mom was not defined.
Yeah. Error was there.
Defined.
Yeah.
So similarly, now it is giving an error, right? So what we can. So you're supposed to write this, like ideally, you're supposed to execute. You need to write sleep, and then sleep, the amount of time it's specifying in seconds. You need to write all this. So this can go up to 100, I don't know, lines or 1,000 lines. So instead of doing that, somebody has already written sleep for us.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so it's in OS. So imagine a library, right? You have like a huge library.
Okay.
And in a library, you want to read Harry Potter books. So you will pick only Harry Potter books. So let's say from Harry Potter section, pick first book. Right? This is like, so what I'm trying to say is, from Harry Potter section, pick first book. So Harry Potter is the library, pick first book. So pick, I can say import. Import or like get first book.
Yeah.
Is that clear? So so similarly, OS is a library.
Yeah.
Sleep as the function. So OS is like a big library, but it has sleep as the function.
Okay.
Oh no, sorry. Time. Okay, from time. I forgot. So time is the library. And then sleep as the. So how do you check it? So you do from. Okay, so actually, let's do this. So this is how you're supposed. This is one of the things I wanted to say. So for example, I did this. Okay, where was it? I made this mistake. from OS, import sleep. It says cannot import sleep.
Yeah.
How do I do it? So then I go to Google, how to import in Python, or even how to delay in Python, right? Because you wouldn't know sleep, of course. How to delay in Python? How can I make time delay in Python? Go to Stack Overflow. This is your Bible. You should live here as a programmer. So it says import time.sleep is equal to 5. Okay, that's cool. Just copy paste. This is not an exam, right? I don't want you to like know every single thing Python. You just have to know how to use Python. I think I copied this by mistake. Like sleeping for 5 seconds now.
Yeah.
Okay. So ideally your import should be at the top.
Yeah.
So I'm doing this, right? So you can do import time, and then you can do time.sleep. I like to do this, the Harry Potter thing. From Harry Potter, import first book. Right?
Yeah.
So what I'm trying to do is, instead of this, import time, first book is sleep.
Yeah.
I like to do this, and instead of doing this, I like to do this. So I can just use sleep instead of time.sleep. Like instead of Harry Potter first book, I can just write first book.
Yeah.
Is that clear? Okay. So let's just remove this. Ideally, you should write imports at the first, and then let's do this. So import is defined, sleep is defined, and now you can just say with amount 100. It's waiting now for 5 seconds. Transaction complete.
Okay.
This is exactly how your ATMs work. They sleep in between.
Okay.
Or they wait.
So yeah, bro. So while we are writing, first we have to write from time import sleep. Like from library, we have to like take one function.
Yes.
Then we have to define ATM withdraw function, or we have to define something like amount.
It actually doesn't matter so much. You can also run this here, execute it first, and then like come back. Like don't think of the order. So for example, what I'm trying to say is this can also be here. Okay.
Yeah.
And then but this has to be executed. Oh no, wait. So see, it's working fine here. It's you don't have to think too much, but okay, it's okay to think in terms of C terms too, but you don't have to worry about the ordering as such.
Yeah.
Is that?
Yes, bro.
So see, in your C programs, this is how you learn, right? Ash from, I don't know, in Ash include stdio touch, but I taught you imports at the end.
Yeah.
I taught you function. I taught you. So let's quickly revise. I taught you comments. I taught you how to assign, and then how to print, what are function conditions, lists, dictionaries, and also do tuples in between, but that's okay, that's gone. Functions, and how to do import so that you don't have to write these functions over and over again.
Yeah.
Finally, maybe quickly, one other thing is, let's say you wanted to check if score is more than 75 and less than, so maybe if it was something like this, else if score is more than 65 but less than 70, let's say something like that. It's a stupid condition. What you're doing is it's like and score is less than 70. So it's just like your English.
Yeah.
Not if you writing C program, you write this, which is so stupid.
Yeah.
You write this, okay?
Yeah.
So right.
Yeah.
Okay, I think there was no score is more than 65 and score is less than 70. Oh, this is, let's say, more than 60. Right? So it's very clear now, right? So you can also do like or.
Greater than 75, nothing is there. Yeah. Okay.
Also do or. So then finally, so I finished for loops statements. I think I have 8 minutes before I go.
Yeah.
So I wanted to quickly set your project up, okay? So now
Yeah.
it will get exciting for everybody. Okay, so what
Yeah.
you're gonna do, so,
Yeah.
so you have these functions, right? These functions
Yeah.
are available for everybody, right? Like time, or any programmer in the world. But you
Yeah.
can also have functions, let's say from Twitter, you want to read the
Yeah.
tweet, what people have written.
Yeah.
But of course, Twitter doesn't want to give you like every single thing as easily, right? Like you don't want to go through their code, then they'll run out of business. So there is a way for you to interact with their Twitter product through something called APIs, okay?
Okay.
It means, I think, you don't have to know what it means, but it's, I think, application program interface. API.
Yeah.
Like Google should be your friend. You should Google every single thing, application programming. Okay. So, so what we want to do is the project will be mostly around Twitter or like Instagram, Reddit, or something like that. And we want to read people's tweets. And since it is like election time in India and so on, we will do some analysis on the tweets that people are writing. How many times are people talking about Narendra Modi? How many times people are talking about Rahul Gandhi or like things like that? And specifically, I am thinking of the mechanical guys to do visualization because it's something that will be very useful in the future too. So maybe in the next masterclass, I will probably talk about visualization and like some other things. But then we will for this week, all of us will have to work on just getting.
Hello.
And yeah, I will give you programs to write. So this week, mostly from this Sunday to next Sunday, you will focus on working on more writing programs and things like that. But I will give a quick introduction. So what you can do is you can search Twitter APIs, Twitter API Python, so that you can access their code base. Okay, but you don't get to see the code, but you can access the code. So let's see. Twitter libraries, Twitter APIs, or like tutorial. Okay.
Yeah.
Something like this. Open 3 things. Let's see. Python, PyPy. PyPy is better. I don't know. I have never really used this. So it says do this. Pip install PyPy, whatever. So you'll have to follow exactly the same thing. Read the commands. Okay, you don't have to know all this, but yeah, read them. And then, so it's installed PyPy. And then once it is installed, examples, usually the thing is in examples, okay? Whatever command you want to do, examples. Maybe this is probably harder, but let's see, maybe. Okay, so look at this. What are these, Vaishnavi?
Calling from what is it called? From and import.
Yeah, what are they?
I forget the names of it. I know like how it is in like importing sleep, like getting up.
Vineet knows. Can you unmute Vineet and tell us what it is?
Bro, it is library.
Yes. So Vaishnavi, remember, it's libraries and importing from libraries. Okay.
Okay.
So what they're doing is, you don't have to remember what all this class and everything is. You'll have to set some. So it says go to HTTP, create an app. Okay, do that. Okay. Consumer key and secret key will be generated for you after. Set the consumer key, consumer secret here. After the above, you will be directed to your apps page. Create an access token under your access token. These are all not even. So you should be able to set your access token, access secret. This is mostly to the way the thing that they're trying to do here is it's like creating a Gmail account and password, right? So you're creating an account and your password, and then a consumer key. It's more protocols. We don't have to remember all this, but you're getting. But finally, well, all you have to know is this. I will talk about objects, classes, everything, all that in the next class.